RMJ Movie Reviews back again. And I don't like to really do our reviews in the car like this, especially at night, but I got to get this review in while I'm thinking about it. But I just checked out Quentin Tarantino's new movie, The Hateful Eight. I really enjoyed The Hateful Eight. I really enjoyed the film a lot. It was a really cool take on a Western. You know, Tarantino, like he shoots everything. He shot it traditionally. Very long takes, very long stretches of dialogue, very excellent character development. And as far as the way the mystery unfolded, I thought it was fairly interesting. I mean, I've heard people on the internet kind of complaining about, oh, I knew it was coming, or I knew it was that coming. I didn't really see a lot of this stuff coming, so I thought that it was intricately laid out, and it kept me involved, and I was with it 100% all the way through. Did I necessarily feel that it needed to be 3 hours long? Not necessarily. I kind of felt Tarantino was getting a little bit self-indulgent there. As far as the length of the movie was concerned, I didn't personally feel it needed to be that long. I definitely think it could have been shortened, maybe to 2.5 hours, maybe even 2:20. It could have been shortened to, because what you ultimately find out, which I'm not going to lay out any spoilers, I don't think it was necessarily for the movie to be that long. And I guess maybe that's what people were saying, is that when you find out the ultimate end of the story, I don't think it really necessarily had to be that long. But, regardless, I really enjoyed the film. I didn't see the version with the intermission. I saw the 2 hour and 47-minute version. There was a theater in my town that was playing the 3 hour version, but it was like sold out at that theater, and it was just like, forget it. I just want to just go ahead and see the thing and, see how the movie turns out to be. But, I really enjoyed the movie. All the actors were top notch with their performances. There's one person in the cast who I'm not gonna name, who I didn't even realize was in the movie. I kind of maybe felt that maybe someone else could have played that role. I don't particularly, in my opinion, I didn't feel that this actor kind of fit this setting, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give spoilers to say who was what or whatever, but I kind of felt maybe there should have been another actor that took this particular role with this particular reveal. And I like this person, but I just felt that maybe this person was a stunt casting type of situation. That's just my personal feeling. But other than that issue, I really enjoyed the film. Everybody was top notch. It was nice to see the Tarantino regulars, and it was also really cool to see, Kurt Russell and Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, and just Bruce Stern and Tim Roth and the Michael Madsen. I mean, fantastic actors here. Just doing their thing, and I really enjoyed the film. Now I've heard people have issues about Tarantino kind of going back to his kind of, Kill Bill, Grindhouse, From Dusk Till Dawn, Robert Rodriguez, over the top kind of gore stuff. I kind of felt when the killing started, I kind of was okay with it, but once it kind of got to the very, very last act, when I guess a deal is being made, or supposed deal, I was just kind of like, okay, enough is enough now. How many times can you shoot somebody in the foot or shoot somebody in the hand, and And I kind of felt I felt like the first half of the movie, it kind of kept the silliness to a minimum, and the silliness only came in sprinkles. But I kind of do agree with people that, it just got a little bit too, Evil Dead 2-ish. And there's nothing wrong with Evil Dead 2. I'm just saying, for how the movie was laid out in the first and second act, I kind of felt in the third act it kind of got a little Evil Dead 2-ish, kind of goofy. I thought gory, goofy kind of thing. And I felt it went a little bit too far. And, sometimes I do think that Tarantino's monologues can go on too long. And it's like, we get it. It wasn't anything like oh God, like Death Proof. Death Proof was, aside from the parts with Kurt Russell and Rose McGowan in the beginning of the movie, I'm not even going to get into Death Proof. I'm not even into that. Grindhouse, that'll be for another day. But, some of it went on a little bit too long. I was a little bit disappointed when one of my favorite actors, shall we say, exited the film a little bit earlier than I expected. I was very disappointed in that because I kind of thought this actor was going to be able to chew a little bit more scenery. A little bit of a disappointment in that respect. But yeah, the gore got a little. It just started to get silly. But I understand, for all this dialogue and waiting, there had to be like a goofy, gory payoff. So I get it. The issue with the female abuse, that was the story. Jennifer Jason Leigh, who is a fantastic character actress. She's been fantastic for years and years. She can play these diabolical, sociopathic, sinister type of characters, which she does very well. Jennifer Jason Leigh brings the goods, and she's playing a disgusting character, and she does it very well. As far as Kurt Russell abusing her, that's the type of movie it is. Now to the N-word issue. I have no problem with them using it in the context of when this story takes place. What I have an issue with is the director working out his issues. And I understand all artists work their issues out through their work. I get that. But, I've heard him say in press interviews before that, he speaks to his characters. I'm just not buying it anymore. I just think I don't know what he's doing. He says he loves black people. He loves soul music. And then everybody is talking about that he wants the pass to use the N-word, but he's not using the N-word like in how, the N-word is used like in rap music, or like sometimes when us as black folks use it just amongst us in private settings. He's not using it in that way. He's using it like in the Mississippi Burning Rosewood kind of way, with the ER on the end. Not that I'm saying any of us are right for using it, but I'm just pointing it out in context of how this director uses it for his film. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I just don't. I know I hear Michael Jai White and the Hughes brothers and all these popular black directors and actors, and Denzel Washington's daughter worked on Django Unchained, and he loves black people and he's friends with all of us. I do not know what is going on with this man, but this man is working out his fascination with the N-word. I do not get it. To me, there is no reason. I can understand if you say blah 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 nigger soldier, for the first couple times to emphasize the point of which the story takes place. I get it. The slaves are freed. We get it. There's no reason where a character should go with that nigger soldier, and you're telling me, and the scenes will literally go like this, y'all. It's just like Django. It's nowhere near as bad as Django. Django was ridiculous, and I don't know. I thought the man had lost his mind. I don't know if he was trying to make a joke out of the N-word. I don't know what he was doing or what this man is thinking in his head. But there's literally scenes where they'd be like, that nigger soldier, and then he'll turn around and it'll go just like this. Well, you're telling me that nigger over there? Wait a minute. So you're telling me that nigger is gonna get his nigger black ass into that nigger war with those Roma niggers? And I'm sitting here like, dude, really? Like, it's really not that necessary. I figure one or two niggers is good enough to make the point that this takes place in this time and period, and we understand these characters are racist. I do not understand the excessive use of it. And as far as I'm concerned, he's not using it in the sense of, I want to get the black pass. Because, white people who I've known, and I don't even think like this, but I'm giving context to, in terms of this director and his films and what people say he wants to pass, blah, blah, blah. But, my Caucasian friends people who I've known for years, I'm not talking like somebody I known for like a day, somebody I've known like my whole life, they never use it. And the ones who I have known who have used it always would use it in the sense of like, like 50 Cent would use it, or Jay-Z would use it, like my nigga, that type of thing. It was never, Tarantino uses it in his films in the Mississippi Burning type of way. And, and again, look, freedom of speech is okay. I think it's a horrible thing if that's the way you feel. If that's your truth, that's your ugly truth, and that's between you and God, and you got to deal with it. But I do not understand the excessive need to use it. I'm not sure if, because I saw one interviewer on TV who said that, one activist who said that Tarantino knows, and this is the guy's words, not mine, but the guy said that Tarantino knows exactly what he's doing, and he wants to set a standard that is okay, and he wants to bring about this in film, and he's articulately planning out that what he's doing, and that Tarantino is playing stupid when he does these interviews. That's what one black activist on a radio channel heard, I'd say. I partially agree with it. I partially might think that, maybe the man is just out of his mind. I don't know. But I find it very strange that he has all these black friends, and he's doing these black marches and this and that. And I remember way before the debate even came up, or at least the debate before it became as circulated as it is now, I remember when I saw Reservoir Dogs, when it first came on video, and I had seen Pulp Fiction at the theater. Me and my friends snuck into it. We were 13 when it came out. And I remember thinking back then, like, what is it with this geeky looking white guy saying nigger storage and nigger, and I didn't get it. I was like, what is the purpose? Just why is it here? And even in True Romance with the Dennis Hopper, which we all know that's a fantastic scene, the Sicilian speech. Even then, I kind of, if it came from Christopher Walken's character, I still just don't see the purpose and the excessive need and what his fascination with it is. I mean, I'd rather, he just admit that, hey, I'm just a slimy racist fuck. Don't hide it. Just say who you are and say it on TV, but, or just say, hey, I'm effed up. So I don't get the fascination, the excessive use of it, but, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I think it's just ridiculous. The excessive use of it. I don't have a problem with using it at all, but the excessive use of it is my problem. I'm done talking about that. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else I can say about the film? That's pretty much about it. I kind of agree with other people that I thought it was on the right track, and I really do think that final third act, I think it kind of a little bit went off the rails and got too silly. But aside from the the length, some of the monologues being too long, and the overuse of the N-word, which those are really only my problems with it, I thought it was a fantastic film. So my recommendation is to people who know Tarantino's style, and have been with him since Reservoir Dogs. Check it out. You're gonna get more of the same. You know what you're getting. Blood, monologues, and N-words. That's what you're getting from Tarantino. And he does it very well. For fans of the actors, check it out. So that's my review of the Hateful Eight, my opinions. People, please, let's have constructive criticism, constructive adult, chat in the comment boxes below. Thumbs up my video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments below about the Hateful Eight, your opinion on the film, the actors, female abuse in the film, the use of the N-word, what you guys think Tarantino's issue is with this N-word, because he has a very strange fascination with it. I don't know what it is, and I don't know why anybody would be fascinated with it. I just don't know. But we can all talk about it below, and if anybody says something stupid, you will be blocked. So RMJ Movie Reviews, I'll see you guys soon.